Okay, good morning, Nan. I think it's ready for us to go.
All right. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the January 2024 Live Village Update that FOVEC has been producing for the last couple of years. We're coming to you live from Fair Oaks Village, and we have a lot to share with you this morning. We've had some technical difficulties, so unfortunately, we will not be live on Facebook, but it will be posted to our Facebook page immediately after we're done. So what we have going on today is we have a lot of updates regarding the park construction. Last month, we did not have an update, so we've got 3 different parts of construction update. We're going to get a lot of information about that. We also will be hearing from Mary Howard with the Fair Oaks Chamber of Commerce. She'll be letting us know what the chamber has planned for the next couple of months. And we'll be getting village updates about who's coming into the village, new businesses, and specials going on with our local merchants. Also, FOVEC news, what FOVEC has planned and what we've facilitated in the village, and then upcoming events, and then, of course, how you can get involved and be a part of this great community and association volunteer committee that helps the village in every way we can. So let's get started by going directly to Mike Aho, the director or administrator of the Fair Oaks Recreation and Park District. He's going to start from Plaza Park, giving us updates on the construction there. Are you ready, Mike?
You bet. Hey, thanks, Nan. Yeah, I'm glad to be out here today and kind of showing what's going on. I am actually standing in Plaza Park. I'm going to turn my camera around here. And you can see that we've got some work done in here. We've got a lot of the curbing done. Some of the walkways are in. And what you really need to pay attention on here is this gravel or this rock filled area here. It goes all the way around that center part and then goes out also to the corners. And what that is that's going to be pavers basically that will also be permeable. So we'll be able to retain this water from the site. If you recall having walked out here during times like our Christmas tree lighting and things like that, you'll probably remember how wet and sloppy it was out here. So getting this site to a place where it'll actually drain and it'll absorb the water from water events is critical. So we have a park that's usable year round. So this area in the center here is going to be turf or grass right here. And then the exterior side, as I mentioned, will be those pavers as well as seating. And I think we have a slide of this rendering, so we can put that up. That would be great. So you can see what this will look like. So there's the rendering. You can see the people sitting on the grass there. That's this area where the dirt is. And then you can see the stage where that arch is right on the building there. I'm going to walk over that way. But also along those pavers, you can see where those people are standing on the rendering there, that you can see tables and you can see people. And so all this hard surface area will allow us to do events year round out here and make it a lot easier for all of that to happen. So that's what it'll look like when it's done. Right here in front of me, that arch right behind the scaffolding that's going to be the outside stage. And you can see it's centered, pretty much centered right here in the park. So any little performances and stuff will be if you're sitting here in the center of the park or on the edges, you'll be right in the middle of that. We're doing some more grading over here, again, for the site. And one thing I noticed this morning, which I hadn't seen before, which it's not much, but it's kind of fun. See if I can get over here for it. Not bugging these guys too much. But we're getting some decorative pieces up, which is kind of cool for the site. So you can see those metal cross pieces there. So those are up. And it's just a little tiny things like that makes it really fun. But anyway, I'm standing here where the stage is going to be now, and I'll look out over the park from the stage. And that's what it looks like from this angle here. So anyway, I'll be going back inside the amphitheater here, and I will send this back to Nan.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike. Thanks for explaining what the gravel was for there. I was wondering about that yesterday when I saw it. I'm like, what's going to go there? So that's going to look really cool with pavers and all that. So now we're going to turn it over to Mary Howard. She is the president of the Fair Oaks Chamber of Commerce, and she's going to give us updates on what's going on with the Fair Oaks Chamber. Are you ready, Mary?
I'm ready. Will I have a slide up here in a second? There we go. Good morning. The chamber is kind of in between major events. We just came off our Best of Fair Oaks, which happened on January 18th at Northridge, and it was a phenomenal night. We had about 220 people in attendance, and it looked like everybody had a great time that night with all the Best of awards. So now we are kind of in a bit of a lull. We got some things going on with our monthly luncheons coming up next week, the 15th at Dad's Kitchen. This is open to chamber members as well as anybody that wants to come and check it out. And then on the that's the 17th, the fair. Oh my goodness, my dog's starting to bark. Hold on. On the 17th, the Fair Oaks Rotary is having their annual 31st annual crab feed. They're coming back. More information available at that link there. And then I just found out yesterday that Bella Vista is having a crab feed and concert on the 24th of February. So those are some events happening with chamber members this month. And then March as well. Let's see if we can get to that. The March 14th is an after hours mixer that two chambers, the Fair Oaks Chamber and Orangevale Chamber is I don't know why that says Orangevale Fair Oaks Food Bank. Oh, I know. It's Orangevale. I'm sorry. It's Orangevale and Fair Oaks Chambers, and it's going to be at the Orangevale Fair Oaks Food Bank. So this is two chambers coming together for a mixer. So that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. And then on the 21st will be the March monthly luncheon, and we don't have a location for that yet. Kim is working on that. We get challenged with our luncheons since we don't have the clubhouse available to us. So we, have to go out and try to find restaurants that are able to accommodate our luncheons. So Kim kind of works on that 1 month at a time. So that's kind of what's going on with February and March. And then not on the calendar, but our next biggest event will be the Taste of Fair Oaks on May 17th. And we'll be providing more information as we get closer, but we are in the planning stages of that and hope to have another successful year with the Taste of Fair Oaks. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary. Now, Mike, if you're ready, inside the amphitheater, we'll get the second portion of our construction update from you.
You bet. Again, hey, thanks, Nan, one more time. And Mary, I just do want to put a plug in for the Chamber's Best of. That was a wonderful event. And I really appreciate the work that the Chamber does for events like that. It is an amazing thing to see the community come together and celebrate some of the best things that we have in Fair Oaks. Anyway.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
I'm inside the amphitheater building. I'm actually backstage of our black box stage. And if you can notice on this wall right here, we've got drywall up. And on this wall, on the other side, we've got drywall up and the taping and the mudding being done for that. So that's pretty exciting because it starts to see some finishing work now starting to occur. That means, most of the utilities are in the building. We've got the power, we've got water, we've got all those things that are necessary for this building to really take off. It's neat to see this part of it done. I'm in the lobby right now of the black box or the community center area. And then I'm going to go down the hallway here a little bit. We'd go into the community rooms, but they're busy mudding and taping in there right now. And I don't want to get in their way since I'd like to get this project done sometime. Anyway, this is the hallway, and you can just see it's coming right along. I've mentioned this before, but that's the load in, load out door down here at the end. I'll walk down here. And that's how most of the shows and the equipment and things like that will come into the facility. And so it's a really easy access for people that will be using this facility to bring equipment, to bring supplies, and all those types of things. So real wide hallway here, which is about 12 feet wide. And so you can get hand trucks through here and all the things necessary to put on productions on the stage, whether it be the amphitheater stage or whether it be the black box stage. It's this is the stage area. You see we have the insulation up. They're putting insulation up above right now, and it looks like they're doing some work on the infrastructure, the heating and cooling systems up on the roof there, so as well. So anyway, lots going on here. I'm gonna poke over here just so you can see the exit. I think I'll be all right here. Looks like it. So, or the stage doors opening and closing. So you can see this here. We've got a small the panel door for the stage, and it's partially open. So you have a small opening on the stage going out of the amphitheater. That's nice with that stage because you're able to open it slightly like it is now, or you're able to open it all the way and really have that full size stage. So anyway, that's what's going on in here. Lots of stuff. It is supposed to rain today and rain the rest of the week. So pretty sure we'll be getting a lot of stuff done inside the next few days. Nan?
Great. Thank you so much, Mike, for that update. You have done a lot of work, or there has been a lot of progress made there. That's great.
Yeah.
I have a question. The loading door that you showed us, does that go to Park Drive or does that come out on California?
Yeah, it goes to Park Drive. So we'll be
Okay.
loading in and out on Park Drive.
Okay.
And that way we won't be driving through the park to get the supplies, equipment, and materials into the facilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay. It's coming
Yes.
along.
Yes, it is.
All right. So next up, we'll talk about village updates. So last month, we introduced you a little bit to the new business coming to Fair Oaks Village called Terrestra. They actually opened in December, partially. They do a lot of online business, and they are currently open on Saturdays from 11 to 4 for the time being. They also are hiring and eventually will be open more. But right now they're not quite ready. So they're not quite ready to do an interview, but definitely take a look at them on Saturdays from 11 to 4. They are where Rewind Trading was, right next to O Cafe. Another new business that we have coming in that we're super excited about is Bodega Biondi. And that is a new tapas and wine restaurant where Wild Rooster used to be. It's I talked to the owners last night, and they're going to be doing sandwiches and salads and tapas and have a really extensive selection of Spanish and Italian wines as well as beers. So the theme of their food is Spanish and Italian, and they're going to be small bites as well as salads and sandwiches. So it's going to be awesome, and it'll be a really great place for people to come and get their food for the vibes in the village. So those are the new businesses that are coming up. We do have some specials from our businesses as well. Jerry's Garden Spa, which actually is just a door down from the new Bodega Biondi. She is doing a Valentine's Day special that you can see there. Chocolate strawberry hydration facial and a 75-minute massage and a champagne foot bath, all for $245. And it is usually $285. So you get $40 off on that. A great way to pamper yourself on Valentine's Day. Then the Charmed Beauty Coven has 14% off all full lash extensions now until Valentine's Day. So you can make yourself look beautiful for your date on Valentine's Day. We already talked about Terrestra being open on Saturdays. And then Shangri-La, as always, is doing a wonderful Valentine's special for the whole week of the 14th, was oysters, caviar, and rotating dinner specials, a different one each day of the week. So be sure to come by our village and check out those businesses. And that's what we have for village updates at the moment. Mike, are you ready to go inside the community clubhouse and tell us what's going on there?
You bet. I'm standing in here right now, even, and it's not a ton in here that we're doing in terms of drywall and stuff, but it is some of the finishing work that has to be done. So I'm going to turn the camera around real quick, and you can see we're taped and mud here in the hallway of the community clubhouse. These are the bathrooms here. They're not all the way taped and mudded yet, but they are coming along the drywalls here. And then we actually, have the ceiling work done. So this area is starting to kind of come alive as well. And here's the other bathroom we have in there. So again, all of the utilities are in place here. And now we're starting to do the kind of the finishing fixtures and things like that we'll be doing. I wanted to show you something I kind of found interesting. Right here, this big, huge pile of boxes is some of the equipment that we pre-ordered for this project. These are chairs for the black box theater. And this stack goes quite a ways as I'm walking down it here. And we're going to be putting those chairs together and the racks together for them, and then storing them here in the clubhouse area, getting the boxes out of here so we have a little bit more room to work. But what happens when we pre-order this stuff is we ordered these chairs a year ago, and we got them about 2-3 weeks ago delivered. A little early for us. We really weren't excited to get them, but what's happened with prices and how they've gone up in the last bit. We're able to lock those prices in and get these chairs and be able to get a little bit more bang for our buck by doing it this way. And we've done that with a lot of stuff. We've done that with the playground, and we've done it with the site furnishings, which means the tables and benches that'll be outside. We have all of those here too as well. So it's a lot of stuff that we have here in the facility. And I wanted to go out and show you one more little finishing thing that we've got going. And it's not much again, but it's just neat to see some of the finish stuff, some of the decorative stuff come in. I'm outside on the front porch of the clubhouse, and you'll see that little white cap on top of the pillar there. That's just the decorative cap over the pillars. We'll be finishing those pillars. They'll look a little different when they're done. But the cap on top, it's kind of neat to see. Got them up down here too. And so it's neat to see these caps on. A little bit of that finishing work. You can see this one right here doesn't have a cap yet. But this will all be finished. It'll look good. And it really should add a visual appeal to the clubhouse, and yet not distract from its original look. So we're excited to see these things come in place. And that's pretty much it for now. Nan?
Thank you again, Mike, for that update. It's great to see work being done on all the different parts of the park here in the village, and hopefully we'll be able to enjoy those soon. So let's get right to the next item, which is the FOVEC news. So due to input from the merchants and businesses here in the village, we have helped facilitate a road paving petition. As you know, the roads around the park will need to be repaved as part of the construction project. And some of the merchants have expressed concern that the roads would be closed completely. So there is a petition going around, and it's available at a number of the merchants if you want to help support the signing of that. And they're requesting that the county not close the roads completely, but rather close one lane at a time to allow traffic to continue to flow through the village while that paving is going on. So you can see it's at the Brew Pub, Blossoming Path, Stockman Club, Skin Deep, and Wild Runners. All of those locations are where that petition can be found and signed. Also, the FOVEC February board meeting is next Wednesday, a week from today, from 5 to 6 p.m. at the Old Fair Oaks Library at 4200 Temescal Street. Everyone is welcome. We love to have participation from the community. You don't have to be a member. You can come at any time and see what we do. And the FOVEC Winter Social is next Thursday. That will be at Shangri-La. This time of year, when we do our social, we like to invite the businesses of Fair Oaks and community members, the businesses of Fair Oaks Village, because we want to get input from them on what they need from us, what kind of events they'd like to see us work on, what other issues or marketing things that we can do to help improve their business and make Fair Oaks Village a better place for people to come visit and work. We will be providing appetizers while they last. We usually have 40 to 50 people, and it'll be a really great time. We have a private room there at Shangri-La. So we'd love to see you. Come and join us if you'd like to. Next, we'll talk about the events coming up. As you can see, there are a lot of things going on in the village, which is awesome. So to celebrate the U.S. Olympic trials, Wild Runners is having a tamale party this Saturday. That's after the Unity Run that starts at 7 a.m. or no, 8 a.m., excuse me. And then on Sunday is the Fair Oaks Village Car Show brought to you by Vintage Cruisers. It's around the parks and the streets of the village, and you get to see all those classic cars. They're really cool, and the people who own them take such pride in what they've been able to do with those. And Shangri-La is having another night market. This is their annual Sweethearts Night Market, and that is on the 6th. And there will be lots of vendors and gifts that you can buy for your sweetheart. Also on the 6th, Blossoming Path is having a drum circle. That's from 7 to 9 p.m. We already talked about the FOVEC Winter Social coming up. On the 13th is the monthly open mic night at the Fair Oaks Coffee House and Deli. That's also fun. You can come and register at 6. The music starts at 6:30 and goes until 8:30. So if you want to play your guitar or whatever instrument and sing or just listen to it, that's a really fun night as well. Then Jay Hilburn, the stylist studio here in the village, is having a bridal gown pop-up shop. That's on the 17th and 18th. We're getting to be in the wedding season. So if you're planning that or know anyone who is, that would be a great thing to attend. And Lyra Boutique, our great European clothing store here in the village, is having a pop-up shop on the 24th. So those are all the special events going on, and also the monthly recurring events that we have in the village. We also have a couple of weekly recurring events. Those are both hosted by Wild Runners, and every Thursday and every Saturday they do a Unity Run. And it's just people getting together and running, usually along the river. They take a little bit different path, and there are 3 different lengths that you can run. So even if you don't want to run 5 or 6 miles, you can do 1 or you can do 2. He's got a few different pathways set for those runs. So that's what's going on in the village in the next month. I did want to mention one thing that we don't have listed there is Vibes in the Village from FOVEC is starting in March. And we are planning to do it at the little house on the hill across from O Cafe. We already have 5 months filled with musicians and artists. So we have some of our old local favorites that you guys have enjoyed in the past, and also some new music. And if you know of any band or act that you'd like to see participate in that, please either drop us a note through our website, social media, or you can contact me directly. The email is president@fairoaksvillage.org, because it's going to be a really fun event and we're really looking forward to it. We finished it off at that location last October with Jessica Malone and her band, and it was such a good time. We're really looking forward to getting that started again and bringing people to the village. The restaurants allow you to take out food and bring it up there, and we have refreshments available for purchase there. It's just really, really a fun time. Then with all this great stuff going on, you're probably wondering, how can you get involved with FOVEC? There are lots of different ways to get involved. You can become a member and have input on what we do. And that starts at the $100 level. We also have a silver membership at $250 and a gold membership, or sponsorship, I should say, at $500. Membership is just $24 a year. You can also volunteer. You don't show up For events, we have a number of events coming up. We do our monthly Vibes in the Village. We also have our annual barbecue in June, and we have our Oktoberfest at the end of September. Those are great ways if you like to do event planning or anything like that. You can certainly get involved by volunteering with that. You can also participate in helping with articles and written information for our newsletter. We're always interested in stuff going on, and we present a newsletter every month. And if you want to help with that, please let us know. And then we have a number of committees that help us accomplish the things that we're doing here in Fair Oaks Village to make it a better place. And you can be a part of those. We have an outreach committee, which is getting people involved, fundraising, events, parking, signage, volunteers, and membership. So you can see there are lots of different ways that you can get involved if you want to be a part of what's happening and help shape Fair Oaks Village. And lastly, we want to thank our sponsors for this year. The gold sponsors are Fair Oaks Co-working. That is the little white house on the hill, Brian and his crew, and they are great in supporting all that FOVEC does. Nan Danford Properties is also a gold sponsor, and Dream Vacations. Our silver sponsor is EJ's Little People. And then the bronze sponsors for now are Super Quick Market, Sherry Lovis at Lion Real Estate, Isaiah Mobile Detailing, and Lyra Boutique. Sponsorship helps provide funds that we can have the things going on and do more good work here in Fair Oaks Village. So that's it for our update today. We will promise to have our technical difficulties cleared up by next month's update, and we look forward to seeing you all on February 28th at 8:30 a.m. to find out what's going on in the village. Thanks so much. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, Mary. Appreciate all your input, and we'll see everyone next week.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.